What would our world be like if Mario Kart driving was driving?
Let's go! It'd probably be like the fate of the furious.
Yes, I talked in a previous time about how I like my video games unrealistic. I've said that multiple times. Mario Kart is pretty unrealistic. But what if our logic was based off of Mario Kart logic?
What if realistic was Mario Kart?
Yes. What would be happening?
I don't know. I anticipate this to be a fun conversation soon because we both drive vehicles.
Yes.
And we do it with skill.
Yes.
And we don't like other drivers.
No, sometimes not. Sometimes,
yeah,
but sometimes not. I used to have really, really bad road rage until my wife told me to look at it like other drivers are friends that I haven't met yet. And for some reason, that got to me.
Wow.
I no longer drive with road rage.
Maybe you should think of me like a friend you haven't met yet sometimes.
Ouch!
One thing you never notice in Mario Kart are speed limits. There'd be no speed limits in sight, but I still wouldn't take that opportunity to speed up a whole lot and get in front of the crowd because I'd be very afraid of blue shells.
Blue shells, yeah. It'd be kind of scary.
Yeah.
You also might want to drive on the shoulder more often in case somebody has a bullet bill coming through. Physics would be a little bit different. Yeah. I might be more inclined to take my car off of jumps just to see what it was like, see what I could jump over.
I mean, you get do-overs in Mario Kart.
That's true.
There's a lot less risk. I just don't get it. When people pass me in town, like just driving home from work, and then someone behind me is riding my booty, and then he goes flying around and he goes up there, and then what happens next? Do you know
they
what
slow down
next? Well, yes, because there's a red light.
Oh,
speeding in town really doesn't get you anywhere faster. So it's like, okay, you just had your road rage and you passed me up. Well, here we are, sitting at the lights right next to each other. So what good did all that do you?
Didn't do you any good.
So in those cases, I would throw a shell at them.
Yes. Make them spin out and just, I'm tired of you.
Yeah. There was this one guy. I love honking at people. So
I'm sure you do.
Yeah, there's this one guy who did what I just described, but he didn't even do it, like, safely. He passed me up and then came back into my lane within inches.
Oh, jeez.
They say that, when it's safe to go back into the lane when you can see the person's headlights in your rearview mirror. Have you heard that? I got to tell these things to my wife sometimes because she didn't take driver's ed.
Oh, so, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But this guy, he just almost hit me, so I was just honk!
Just laid on that horn?
Yeah, when I honk at people, I lay on the horn.
Way to go.
Yes, there's also someone who tried to pass me in the right-hand lane, and there wasn't even a lane. It was like the on-ramp of the freeway.
Yes.
So I just gave that person a big
ol' horn.
Big ol' serving of honk.
Yes. Speaking of people who want to get ahead of you, this is one negative, is blue shells.
Right.
These jerks who want to get ahead of everybody, they're going to be launching these blue shells at the people who are in front of the lines. And maybe the slow pokes in front of the line, maybe they should go faster. But still, there are going to be those jerks out there who are just liberal with the blue shells. I mean, that's pretty ridiculous. Also, car insurance might look a little bit different, and you might be getting advertised, hey, if you buy our insurance, then you get the first 3 green shells free, the little circles that protect your car.
I love those defensive items. Yes. I would always have, now with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, 2 items. I would always have a defensive item in my repertoire.
Yeah.
Because those really save your bacon. And my favorite one is the super horn because it's so good. The super horn kills the blue shell if you
Yes.
time it right. It kills people who are trying to pass you within mere inches of killing you. You can just... Instead of my regular horn, I just use my
super horn.
Yes.
Super horn them.
And I probably always have like one offensive item, one defensive item. But super horn is the perfect combination of both.
Yeah.
It can save your life and end another's.
Lay on that super horn.
Yes.
Anything you run over, another negative, would spin you out. There's a little oil that a car left behind on the ground, you'd be spinning out.
Yep.
There's a stinking tiny banana peel or some piece of junk on the road. You touch it, you're going to spin out.
Yep.
That'd be terrible.
I know.
That'd be awful.
And then people smash into you as you're... I know.
And then you go extra slow.
Yep.
Extra late to work.
Yes. So, I mean, whenever I think about driving, I'm always reminded of the simple fun we used to have before there were TBC and video games. No, there were video games. But there weren't video game home consoles that you could take with you in the car. What we took with us, Simeon, was just a stick.
A stir stick for paint.
And it was painted. It had been used, and it was in Simeon's van.
I don't know why it was in there. I don't know where it came from.
What about the 20 clothespins that you like to wear as a beard?
I know where those came from.
Okay. Well, we just thought it was the funniest thing.
Can we? I'm gonna give you access to that picture. If you don't have access to that picture, let's post that picture of the clothespin beard.
Okay.
Because I do have it.
Please give that to me. We just thought it was the funniest thing when Simeon would be driving us around. I would have my windows rolled down in the passenger seat. I had my elbow resting, and in my hand was the paint stick. And I just acted like I was stirring paint in the moving vehicle.
And you would stare people down that were pull up next to you, right?
Yeah, and they look at me like, that boy gonna spill paint all over
He's been
himself.
sniffing the paint.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
Well, that was good times.
It was good times.
So if Mario Kart was real life, one of the items would be a stir stick.
A stir stick.
Yes.
I agree.
And it would be like the new Luigi death stare. You just
Yes.
do that as you drive.
Stir stick. It'd be the taunt.
Right.
The best thing about having the Mario Kart logic in real life, and you've already hinted at it, is that there would be zero traffic fatalities.
Yep.
The car would be one of the safest places that you could be. I mean, besides like turning upside down if you get headaches really easily, or if you're really old and you get knocked into, you don't want to be flying all upside down and stuff.
Right.
So there might be fatalities there, but if you like drive off the road into a river, I mean, this is bad, but there'd be like nothing against drunk driving. They'd just be like, oh, that guy's drunk on the road, and you'd be like, ooh. But you couldn't die because you die, you just completely just right yourself. The carts are indestructible.
That'd be kind of funny if there was like an online Mario Kart player who had like just a drunk driver persona.
Yes.
Or is that not funny? I can't.
Maybe it's not.
I can't tell.
Maybe we shouldn't joke about that. That is a serious topic.
Right.
Maybe we shouldn't be joking about that. We apologize to the people we have offended because this is the first time we've ever offended anybody on our show.
Yeah.
But Lakitu would always be there to
Right.
pick you up if you drive off a cliff. There's no fender benders because the fenders won't bend. The benders won't fend.
Right.
It'd just be like, hey, bro, you just made me fly up in the air and spin out. And then you just go back to driving.
All right, Simeon, I think that we have done this topic justice.
Yes.
Let's go play some Mario Kart, because something that would have been logical to mention at the top of this episode was this is in celebration of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's release for the Nintendo Switch. So stop watching YouTube, get out there, buy your copy, and have some fun today. We'll see you online. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being part of the crew.
Don't forget to sponsor us on Patreon, because when you sponsor us on Patreon, it helps us bring you content every day of the week.
Yep.
And maybe even more content. If we get more Patreon people, if we start reaching some goals.
Start that podcast and all that.
Start podcasts.
Right. And
plus you get like t-shirts and stuff.
If you sign up for the $5 up level, there's a big backlog of exclusive videos that you can go watch now. bloopers, bonus stories of traveling,
Oh yeah.
extra speech jammer footage. There's just a bunch.
You're missing out. So
We'll see you guys on Patreon. See you next time.
signing out.